Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into some of the most catastrophic events that could potentially destroy our planet. From cosmic phenomena to geological upheavals, Earth has faced numerous apocalyptic scenarios throughout its 4.5 billion-year history. So buckle up because we're about to explore 7 of these terrifying possibilities. Our sun, as we know, is a solitary star. But what if, out there in the vast expanse of space, our sun had a long-lost sibling? What if, lurking light years away, a rogue star was hurtling towards us right now? Stars, even massive ones, are incredibly tiny compared to the vast distances between them. The odds of another star actually colliding with our sun are astronomically small. But a close encounter? That's a different story. Imagine a rogue star, maybe a red dwarf or a white dwarf, entering the outer reaches of our solar system. Its gravitational pull would wreak havoc on the orbits of planets, comets, and asteroids. The once stable cosmic dance of our solar system would descend into chaos. The gravitational tug of the rogue star could elongate Earth's orbit, leading to extreme temperature swings. If the rogue star got close enough, its intense radiation could strip away our atmosphere, leaving us exposed to the harsh radiation of space. The oceans would boil away, the land would be scorched, and life as we know it would cease to exist. So yeah, a second star appearing in our solar system would be a pretty big deal. Our sun, the life giver, the source of warmth, the engine that drives our planet's climate. But the truth is, our sun is a star, and like all stars, it has a life cycle. It's born, it lives, and eventually it dies. And unfortunately for us, the sun's death throes will have some pretty dire consequences for Earth. Right now, our sun is in the prime of its life, happily fusing hydrogen into helium in its core. But in about 5 billion years, the sun will run out of hydrogen fuel. The sun's core will begin to contract under its own gravity, causing its outer layers to expand outward. The sun will transform from a yellow dwarf star into a red giant, engulfing the orbits of Mercury, Venus, and yes, even Earth. Imagine our planet, once teeming with life, slowly being roasted as the sun expands towards us. The oceans would evaporate, the land would turn to molten rock, and the very atmosphere would be stripped away by the sun's intense heat. Earth would become a barren, lifeless wasteland, a testament to the awesome power of stellar evolution. As the sun continues to expand, it will eventually shed its outer layers into space, forming a beautiful but ephemeral planetary nebula. At the center of the nebula, all that will remain of our sun is a small, dense object called a white dwarf. This stellar remnant will slowly cool over billions of years, eventually fading away into obscurity. So yeah, the expansion of the sun is not exactly good news for Earth. Black holes. Just the name conjures up images of cosmic monsters lurking in the darkness, devouring everything in their path. They're the ultimate cosmic vacuum cleaners, sucking up matter and light, leaving nothing but a gravitational void in their wake. And while most black holes are safely tucked away in the centers of galaxies or the remnants of dead stars, there's always the chance that one could emerge a little closer to home. Now, before you start panicking, let me be clear. The chances of a black hole suddenly appearing near Earth are astronomically small. But hey, this is a show about catastrophic events, so let's suspend our disbelief for a moment and imagine the unimaginable. What would happen if a black hole, say, the mass of our sun, suddenly materialized near Earth? Well, the first thing we'd notice is the gravity. Black holes have an insanely strong gravitational pull, and even a small one would wreak havoc on our planet. Tides would go haywire, earthquakes would rip across continents, and volcanoes would erupt with unprecedented fury. As Earth got closer to the black hole, the gravitational forces would become even more extreme. Our planet would be stretched and squeezed like a cosmic stress ball, a process known as spaghettification. Eventually, Earth would be ripped apart, its shattered remnants swirling around the black hole in a deadly accretion disk. So yeah, a black hole near Earth would be bad news. Chapter 4, Asteroid Impact. Remember the dinosaurs? Those magnificent creatures that ruled the Earth for millions of years? Well, they learned the hard way that space can be a dangerous place. About 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, estimated to be about 6 miles wide, slammed into Earth near the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact released the energy of billions of atomic bombs, triggering tsunamis, earthquakes, and wildfires that ravaged the planet. The dust and debris thrown into the atmosphere blocked out the sun, causing a global cooling of the dinosaurs and about 75% of all life on Earth. Now I know what you're thinking. That was 66 million years ago. We're safe now, right? Well, not so fast. Asteroids are still out there, and while major impacts are rare, they're not impossible. In fact, astronomers estimate that there are hundreds of thousands of asteroids larger than a football field that cross Earth's orbit. Most of these are too small to cause global devastation, but a direct hit from even a relatively small asteroid could still cause significant damage. The good news is that we're getting better at detecting and tracking potentially hazardous asteroids. So, while the threat of an asteroid impact is real, it's not something we need to lose sleep over. Chapter 5: Supervolcano Eruption. Deep beneath our feet, hidden beneath a deceptively calm exterior, lies a force of nature so powerful it could reshape our planet in a matter of days. I'm talking about supervolcanoes, colossal cauldrons of molten rock capable of unleashing eruptions thousands of times more powerful than anything we've ever witnessed. One of the most well-known supervolcanoes is Yellowstone National Park in the United States. Beneath its geysers and hot springs lies a massive magma chamber, a sleeping giant that last erupted about 640,000 years ago. If Yellowstone were to erupt today, the consequences would be devastating. The eruption would be felt for thousands of miles, with ashfall blanketing much of North America. The ash would disrupt air travel, damage crops, and contaminate water supplies. The sulfur dioxide released into the atmosphere would reflect sunlight back into space, causing global temperatures to plummet. The good news is that supervolcano eruptions are incredibly rare. But while the odds of a supervolcano eruption in our lifetime are slim, the potential consequences are so severe that we can't afford to ignore them. Chapter 6: Gamma Ray Burst. Out there in the vast expanse of the cosmos, events of unimaginable power unfold every day. We're talking about explosions so bright, so energetic, that they make supernovas look like flickering candle flames. I'm talking about gamma ray bursts, the most powerful explosions in the universe. Gamma ray bursts are brief, intense flashes of gamma rays, the highest energy form of electromagnetic radiation. They're thought to be caused by the collapse of massive stars or the collision of neutron stars or black holes, and while they typically last only a few seconds to a few minutes, they release more energy in that short time than our sun will emit in its entire 10 billion year lifespan. Now, you might be thinking, Neil, those gamma ray bursts sound pretty scary, but they're happening billions of light years away, right? They can't hurt us, can they? Well, that's where things get a little dicey. You see, while most gamma ray bursts occur in distant galaxies, there's always a chance that one could occur closer to home. And if a gamma ray burst were to occur within a few thousand light years of Earth, the consequences would be catastrophic. Chapter 7: Alien Invasion. For centuries, humans have gazed up at the stars and wondered, are we alone? The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and it's hard to believe that we're the only intelligent life out there. But what if we're not alone? What if, somewhere out there in the cosmos, there's another civilization, far more advanced than our own, with its sights set on Earth? Now I know what you're thinking. Neil, you're a scientist. You're not supposed to believe in little green men, and you're right, I don't, but I also believe in the power of the unknown. We've only explored a tiny fraction of the universe, and it would be incredibly arrogant of us to assume that we're the only intelligent life out there. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that aliens do exist and they've decided to pay Earth a visit. What would their motives be? Would they come in peace, eager to share their knowledge and technology with us? Or would they come with more hostile intentions, seeking to conquer and exploit our planet for its resources? It's impossible to say for sure, but history has taught us that first contact between different civilizations is rarely peaceful. An alien invasion is the ultimate wild card, a scenario so unpredictable that it's impossible to prepare for. Outro: stay safe and stay curious. While these scenarios are terrifying to imagine, it's important to remember that Earth has survived countless apocalyptic events in its history. By understanding these threats, we can better prepare for the future. Stay safe and stay curious.